Hi, this is Monday, May 20th, 2019, daily. Um, Sorry for my voice. You're going to hear it off and on, good and bad. So let's start out with air signs, okay? Again, this is for the 20th of May, Monday. And some of it may apply throughout the week. Some things that I say may not come through on the first day. True. So keep your expectations broadened, okay? Don't narrow them down to minute by minute, precisely the way I say it, okay? For each person, it will apply differently. For each person, it will come at a different time. It will not all happen the same time for everybody. So, starting with air signs. Air signs, you're pulling something towards you. You're literally reaching out and pulling something towards you. And that's what my grandmother's showing me. She's showing me that you're trying to hold on to something. You're trying to keep track of something. You're trying not to lose something. Or you are being resistant to allowing something to walk away. Remember that old saying, right? If you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. So remember that, okay? For some of you, I keep hearing that this is the right time. This is the right time for you. This is the time that you're going to be able to make that correct decision. This is the time where what you've been waiting for as far as blessings, whether it's financial blessings, whether it's a job, whether it's family issues, whether it's reuniting with someone, whether it's forgiving someone, or even forgiving yourself. But it's the right time. Next I have up is a solution. The word solution pops up. So that's telling me that you're going to be able to come up with a solution to something that you have not been able to understand, or something that you haven't been able to solve. It could be some type of a crime if you're a police officer, a detective. It could be a reason why something isn't balancing out. Maybe it's your checkbook. It could be why a certain situation or relationship didn't work. It could be finding out why someone walked away, or maybe why you had to walk away. I'm also feeling that there's something about surveillance. So whether somebody is putting up a surveillance camera, whether you have a surveillance camera, whether you're on a surveillance camera, somebody may be watching you from a distance. Now, these surveillance cameras can work from blocks and blocks away. Understand that. Understand that you may not see somebody at your corner. You may not see somebody down the street. You may not see somebody in the car in front of your house. But someone is definitely under surveillance. It feels like somebody also is on the watching hour. So when I hear the watching hour, to me that's the evening time. Okay? So somebody is watching during the evening time. Be careful. It's close footage. It may be somebody trying to see if you're cheating. Maybe you're going through a divorce. Somebody's trying to prove, maybe in your state, infidelity works, and they can use that against you. Or maybe you're doing this to a partner. Not sure. Some of you, the word judge is going to make sense to you, or you're going to have to deal with a judge, or you're going to come face to face with a judge, so be careful. For some of you, I do feel like you are going to train something or someone. So maybe you've gotten a puppy, maybe you're training them to do certain work. Again, maybe it's a police officer, maybe you have a dog for missing persons, or a drug, a drug finding dog or something of that nature. But I do feel like, there is some kind of training going on. I also feel like somebody may be visiting air signs at a hospital. It feels very strong. You may be visiting someone at the hospital, or maybe you're working at a hospital. For some of you, justice is going to prevail. For some of you, something to do with your closet is very important. Something maybe you've forgotten to take to the cleaners. Maybe you have an event coming up and something needs to be taken care of. Maybe something needs to be pressed, sewn, hemmed, whatever. I also feel like the name Steve is coming in very strong. So if anybody's waiting to hear from a Steve, I feel like you're going to hear from someone very soon with the name Steve, if that makes sense for anybody. I also hear the name Barbara. Barbara's coming up very strong. Ellen, not Helen, but Ellen is coming up very strong. I'm also, okay, so she's also telling me that there is going to be some kind of travel for air signs that is going to take you from one end of town to the other end of town. Reason for this being important is because during that travel, you are going to have to either pull over, stop, or do something. It feels as if you choke on something. Be careful with hard candies in your mouth. I don't know where that's coming from, but for whoever it is, if you're riding with hard candies in your mouth, if it ain't a lifesaver with a hole in the middle so you can breathe, I wouldn't put it in your mouth. Just saying. Especially while you're driving, because maybe you have to stop quickly and that causes the problem. So be really careful with that, okay? I also hear deadlines. You're going to be meeting a deadline, or you're going to be given a deadline to get something done, to produce something, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. Fire signs. Excuse me, one second. Fire signs. With fire signs, I feel like it's going to be a countdown of some sort. There's a countdown. So whether you're taking pictures and somebody says, okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, smile, I don't know, or it's a countdown to the number of days that you have left. Maybe for some of you to take a certain medication. Maybe it's a countdown for some of you until you have a surgery. Maybe it's a countdown for some of you until you have that legal divorce. Maybe it's a countdown for some of you fire signs in pounds. It could be weight loss, okay, inches, things of that nature, but you're counting down. For some of you, after the bell, after you hear the bell, whatever that means for some of you. For some of you, that's not going to make any sense. You're going to think I'm nuts. For somebody out there, or a couple people, when you hear the bell, or after you hear the bell, is when everything's going to be made clear. Just saying. That's when everything's going to be made clear. I'm also hearing that somebody's, excuse me, my allergies are terrible too. Somebody's been studying supernatural. Somebody's been studying maybe witchcraft. Somebody's been trying to do spells. And that spells are to either one, to get back at somebody, or the other spell is to bring someone to you. I also feel like somebody's putting names on a piece of paper and putting them in water and freezing them, trying to keep someone's mouth shut. So I don't know who's doing that, but somebody's really studying the stuff that they shouldn't be. Excuse me. For some of you, fire signs, fashion is very important. Either you're going out doing a lot of shopping, maybe you're deciding to change your style, maybe you're going to take up a different fashion, or passion with fashion, who knows. For some of you, Miami comes up for fire signs. Maybe you're in Miami, maybe you're around the Florida area, maybe you're going to take a trip. For some of you, I do feel like you're going to list a home for sale. For some of you, I feel like it is going to sell very quickly if you already have it listed. Please be aware, it's going to go fast. It's going to go fast. For some of you, there is a wedding coming up. Either it's your wedding or it's someone else's wedding that you're going to. For some of you, grocery shopping is on your mind today. A lot of shopping. I see a lot of grocery shopping. For some of you, it feels like there's going to be an extension given. Some type of an extension given. So if you can't make a certain payment, maybe it's your car payment, you call and ask for an extension. Maybe it's a mortgage payment. But whatever it is, some type of payment needs an extension. For some of you, you may be dealing with college and work at the same time. I do feel like it is exhausting, but a break is coming up for you soon. And you're going to be able to, so-called catch your breath and then go back in for the next session. But you're going to be just fine, and it's almost done. So you're doing a great job. Keep up the hard work. For some of you, it is about a jump. So whether you're playing basketball or whether you're jumping, taking a leap, taking a risk, taking a chance, I do feel like it is going to be worth your while. For fire signs in relationships, I do feel like things are going to finally get off the ground. Things are going to finally manifest to where you want them to go. I also feel like Okay. I also feel like the universe, okay, the divine, is going to make something happen similar to a tower moment. So some of you may go through a tower moment. Tower moment meaning go through something that upset you, something you didn't want to happen, something that you weren't trying to allow to happen. Maybe it's somebody leaving, maybe you walking away, maybe a relationship ending. And the reason that's got to happen is so something new can come in. Something new is trying to push through the doors to show you happiness, to show you love, to show you compassion, but it can't come in if you're keeping something that's toxic around. So the universe is going to knock it out of the way for you. So don't be scared. Just sit back and enjoy this ride. All right? Water signs. Water signs. It feels like today for water signs, work is on your mind. Finances are on your mind. Getting something done quickly. Getting in, getting out. So I just feel like whatever task you have to do today, you're going in, you're getting them done, you're getting out. A lot of water signs, too, are taking too much money out. So whether you're Mac tapping, maybe you're tapping that Mac, stop doing that because you're going to go down to nothing. Be careful. You're spending money on things that really don't need to be spent, okay? Double check yourself. Ask yourself twice if you really need to get something, okay? Also, too, water signs. Love and relationships. They feel like something's coming and going. For some of you, it feels like a relationship is well on its way to a new beginning. For some of you, water signs, I do feel like there is going to be some type of, I'm going to say intervention. For some water signs, there's going to be an intervention. This intervention feels like it's something that's going to help you to save yourself, whatever that means. This intervention could be in a relationship. This intervention could be with drugs or alcohol. This intervention could be to get you back to church. This intervention could be to just get you off of a negative path. This intervention could be just to bring you light, to bring you the sunshine that you deserve, okay? For some of you, water signs, be careful of your step. I see sneakers, so it feels more like a male that I'm speaking to. It feels like a male's foot or a male stepping, but I feel like there's a male that is going to have to watch his step. It feels like something with the right foot. It's the foot that you're using to drive the car with, but there's an issue with your right foot. Whoever that is, you do need to see a doctor. There's actually something there. It could be a cyst. It could be a nodule. But whatever it is, it needs to be addressed. So if you're having an issue with the right ankle, please get that checked, okay? There is also, too, in a water signs, I do feel like you're communicating maybe with a friend. Maybe you're having this conversation that has to do with being with two. So about the fact maybe that you're cheating, or the fact that maybe your partner is cheating, or maybe your partner is a water sign and you're cross-watching this one. And this is telling you that your partner, is talking to their friend about being with two people and needing to let one go, trying to make that decision on which one they should keep and which one they should let go. So that feels really strong for water signs. Earth signs. Earth signs, again, what comes up for you guys today is something about trees, something about the wooded area, something about camping, something about waterfalls, Niagara Falls possibly for some of you. Some of you it's Canada. So whoever's in Canada, pay attention because it feels like there's messages coming to you. Also, too, a lot of shitty weather right now around Canada. And I have no idea what I'm talking about. I know we got some rain going on here, but a lot of shitty weather around Canada, and feeling like you're just getting depressed with the way that the weather's been. But there is going to be changes coming that is going to make things much happier. I do feel like, too, with earth signs, I can't... Earth signs, something is going around. So if it's your behavior, if it's your thought pattern, if you keep trying to change something but you keep doing the same thing, going in the same circle, then earth signs, you need to make a change about something because something's not going to benefit you. It's not working out for you. It's not making good changes. I also feel something to do with socks. So whoever's having an issue, or you're losing socks, or maybe your dryer's eating socks, or your washer, but it seems like you're having an issue with socks, and I'm sorry, that's what's coming up. I also feel like somebody has a good intention, Earth signs are having very good intentions where other people are concerned, wanting to help somebody out, wanting to make changes, wanting to make things better. So I definitely applaud Earth signs for trying to make the best of things, make the best of a situation. For some Earth signs, you may have been having trouble at work, trouble getting along with somebody, but I do feel like that is going to balance out. Things are going to get much better, and work is going to improve. Also, for Earth signs, I see a financial gain. So there is either going to be a bonus, a reward, an increase in pay, a job title raise, something of that nature, or a name title change. All right, but what I do think is that for today, mainly you guys can expect things to go pretty smoothly. I don't feel like a lot of rough issues, but I do feel like there's going to be a lot of changes that go on, and with these changes, it is definitely going to put you in a new light, make you feel a new kind of way. It is going to bring much light, love, and blessings to you. So with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day today. I will be on earlier to do your live daily tomorrow, and I am going to be live doing it. If you're interested in tonight in doing some Q&As or mini reads, please follow me, and we'll see what we have from my grandmother, myself, and my pendulum. My pendulum, I will be doing $25 yes or no questions. It will be yes or no questions only. If you want a mini read, I can do them as well.